Lesson 2.5, Prime and Composite Numbers. Students, you're going to learn to list factor pairs for numbers. You're going to learn definitions of prime and composite numbers. And you're going to classify prime and composite numbers and continue to list the factors. But let's start out first with mental math and fluency. What is 6 times 3? 18. What is 4 times 7? 28. What is 5 times 5? 25. List all the factor pairs for the numbers 2. Well, you should know the factor pairs for the number 2 are the numbers 1, and 2. For the numbers 4, 1 and 4, because 1 times 4 is 4, and 2 and 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. How about for the number 5? The only numbers you can multiply together to get 5 is 1 times 5, so 1 and 5. The number 10, 1 and 10, and the numbers 2 and 5. How about the number 11? The only two numbers you can multiply to get to 11 are 1 and 11. How about the number 16? 1 and 16 equals 16. 2 times 8 is 16. And 4 times 4 is 16. What do you notice about the factor pairs for the number 2, the number 5, and the number 11? Hopefully you notice that each number has only 2 factors. The number 1 and the number itself that we started with. So here once again are our factor pairs. And again, 2 and 5, each number had only 2 factors. Your knowledge of factors and multiples will help you identify prime and composite numbers. Again, remember when we compared the two lists? You should know that each number on the left side had exactly 2 factors, one in itself, and those were the numbers 2, 5, and 11. And the other numbers, 4, 10, and 16, had more than 2 factors. The numbers on the left side are called prime numbers, and the number on the right side are composite numbers. So again, a prime number has exactly 2 different factors and only 2, the number 1 and the other number itself. And a composite number has more than 2 different factors. Classifying numbers as prime or composite numbers. Please turn to page 44 in your math journal. The directions read as such. A prime number has exactly 2 different factors, 1 and the number itself. A composite number has more than 2 different factors. List all the factors for each number in the table. Write P if the number is a prime number, or C if the number is a composite number. Again, some of them here have been done for you. The number 2 has been done, the number 4, the number 5, the number 10, and the number 11. Please get out your multiplication chart or look at the one in the back of your math journal and complete this page. Don't forget in this column to write, is it P for prime number, meaning that you only can get the number by multiplying 1 by the number itself, or if it has more than 2, like number 4, it's a C, composite number. When you get done with this page, please bring it back to me so that I can check it off. It is an assessment check-in. And pause the tape now and complete this page. I'm not going to scroll down for the answer key since it's an assessment check. I want you to bring it back to me. So prime numbers through the number 39. You should know that all of these numbers, the only way you can get them is by multiplying 1 times itself. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 7 is 7, and so forth. There are no other numbers you can use to get those numbers. So next I want you to work alone to answer the following questions and then compare your answers to someone else's. If your answers don't agree with your partner's, try to convince your partner that your answers are correct. This is in Math Journal, page 45. Answer questions 1, 2, and 3. When you've completed, then again, go find a partner and do what I just read. Here are the answers. I want you to come back and tell me what you both thought, if you had exactly the same numbers, if you had different answers, and what your reasonings were. But come back with your partner, please. So again, this is the answer. We're going to bypass that and continue on with our recording. So what are the factors of 40? Pause the tape now. Look at your multiplication chart, or hopefully if you've been studying them, you know for sure what you need to say. And you should always start with the number 1. This is an even number, so the number 2 is going to work. And then continue up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10, and see what you come up with. Pause the tape now and do this, please. Hopefully you came up with 1 times 40 is 40, 2 times 20 is 40, 4 times 10 is 40, 5 times 8 is 40, and you are done. The next one, what are the factors of 41? Again, pause the tape now, come up with them, and then check back for your answers. The only way you can get 41 is to multiply 1 times 41 to get to 41. So that is a prime number. 40 was a composite number because there were multiple factors you could multiply to get 40. 41, there are only 2, 1 and the number itself. So again, that is a prime number. So is 40 a prime number or a composite number? Again, we said it's composite. And is 41 a prime number or a composite number? It's a prime number. 1 and 41 are the only two factors for it. The factor bingo game we will play hopefully this Monday. And again, it's just showing you the game. So name all the factors of 12. So you're going to turn to Math Journal page 46 to do this. I'm going to help you do number 1. So factors of 12 should be 1 and 12. Those are your first ones. Next, I go to the number 2. Well, 2 times 6 is 12. And next, 3 times 4 is 12. That is a composite number. 12 has more than 2 factors. Name the factor pairs for 15. Well, there's 1 and 15. 2 times nothing's 15, but 3 times 5 is 15. So 3 and 5. Finish Math Journal page 46. Then go to the Math Journal answer key. Correct any of the math boxes that you still need to complete. Anything you got wrong, please do not change an answer without coming back and checking in with me first. And I'm not going to show you all the answers because I want you to be doing that check, learn to do that check back at the Math Journal itself. So the answer key. And the final thing I would like you to do for me is to do page 64. It's a Math Masters page, meaning it is not in your Math Journal. It is a loose leaf sheet that you need to come back to me and get that reads prime and composite numbers at the top. So it is going to look like this. And when you finish this, bring it back to me and I'm going to check it quickly so that I know that you know how to do it. Again, I'm not going to show you the answers for this. And building arrays, we're going to stop the tape now, and you are done with 2-6.